hails from a real family of tennis players. Her mom and dad were tennis instructors. That's where she learned the game. Her older sister, Valeria, she's played the pro tour. Her younger sister, Katerina, ranked just outside the top 100.
Love 15.
That's a good play again. She's taking the short ball and coming in. The previous game, she came in on a ball a little bit too soon, and so she was caught and didn't have a good chance to put the volley away. But on that one, she had her opponent stretched out wide. That was a good play. Again, that down the middle ball. What makes that so difficult is that then the opponent has to create the angle. And so she's trying to go back to the backhand instead of taking that middle ball and hitting it cross court away from her body, which would be much easier. So she's not choosing the right shot to hit there.
15-30.
I like the way she took advantage of the second serve. She ran around, hit her forehand. I call that first strike. So I think that she needs to do more of that, is take that first ball you get, do something with it, get your opponent on the defensive from the beginning. That's the way.
Nicely done. She won the cross-court battle.
15-40.
That's a good point.
Excellent point from both players, and I even think Bondarenko could have stepped in and hit a swinging forehand volley on that, because by letting the ball bounce, she gave her opponent, you know, a chance to get all the, I mean, she hit it very well, but even if she would step in and take it in the air, that way you don't give your opponent time to get back into the court.
Again, Peschke.
So Peschke stays alive here as Bondarenko unable to close out the match. So many tense moments in a match, but particularly at the start of a set and the end of a set is when the pressure is at its greatest, and you can see it just took its toll in that last two-hander from Bondarenko.
Well, Peschke knew that she had to play a good game there or she was out of it, and so she raised her level.
Play at the net, really. She defended on the first volley, finished with the next. Yeah,
that was a really difficult first volley she got to. And then it landed deep on the line. It wasn't hit hard, but it was deep on the line. And then she closed in very well on that second volley.
A lot of good work at the net for Peschke.
It's
too bad. It's been a winning play for her, but it never looks good when you miss a drop shot. I don't know why that is, but had she made it, she would have been a genius. Because she missed it, you never look good. But nonetheless, 15-all.
Good. Two wrong footer on that. Very good point.
30-15.
Good depth, and again, when she hits the ball cross court, 2 or 3 balls cross court, she does much better in the outcome of the point, rather than going down the line too soon.
Yeah, it's a good observation, and cross court is such a high percentage play as well. So here's a chance to get ahead 6-5. Well, not much you could do about that return. That was a beauty.
40-30.
All right, she needs to be saying to herself, first serve to the backhand.
Juice.
Now just pulled it wide. So the tension really mounting here. 5 games all, deuce. And you just feel the match is hanging in the balance.
Advantage Peschke.
Again, her first serve is not that hard, but when she gets it, having the first one in is the most important thing, because then the point, she's in much more control of the point.
Yeah.
Game Peschke.
Now this time it's Peschke attacking straight down the middle. Peschke has secured at least a tiebreak for herself here in the second set.
Bodog will be at the hottest tour in poker. Bodog.net founder and CEO Calvin Ayre knows you have what it takes to be the next World Poker Tour champion. Visit BodogPokerChampionships.net and sign up for your chance to win a free seat on the 5th season of the World Poker Tour. Join the thousands of players at Bodog.net and learn to play the easy way. Enter now at BodogPokerChampionships.net.
They say 40 is the new 30 and 30 is the new 20. But is your hair loss making you look older than you feel? Then you need Folicare, a leading product that's better and easier than before.
The growth has been incredible. I've regrown my hair at least 2-3 times over in such a short period of time.
Folicare is better because its unique 4-in-1 action targets all the major reasons for hair loss, helping you turn back the age clock.
I started using Folicare, and within less than 6 months, I've seen a tremendous amount of difference.
If you're young and starting to thin, Folicare is for you. If you want a thicker head of hair, Folicare is for you. If you've been losing hair for a long time, Folicare is definitely for you.
You know, I would have never thought at 43 years old that I could have a head of hair better than my 23-year-old son.
I recommend Folicare to all my patients because it works.
Don't let simple hair loss make you look older. Folicare takes years off your appearance, all for as little as $1 a day. For you skeptics, Folicare comes with a full 1-year satisfaction guarantee. Order Folicare today. Like thousands of others, you'll be glad you did.
Call 800-435-1308.
Well, Kveta Peschke has held serve for a 6-5 lead. Of course, Peschke's married now. Her husband, Torsten, is also her coach, so that might be a unique relationship. Here's Peschke. Do you recommend that for a married couple?
No.
Don't be coached by your husband. But she's certainly having great success this week.
Okay, I'd like to see her run around her backhand and take her forehand and do first strike. Get Bondarenko moving.
Love
Doesn't
15.
have to.
Nice play there by Bondarenko. This is Bondarenko's second semifinal of the year on clay in Morocco. But even having been there, sometimes you forget the pressure and you have to relearn how to deal with these moments.
Well, I think you have to, when I played, I always had to learn how to deal with the moment. I mean, I think it's a never ending. It's something that you have to consistently monitor. got herself into a pickle there because she tried to come in too soon, and she was indecisive, so she was caught in
30-15.
the dreaded no man's land. So she had no chance, really, to win that point. Good angled return.
Well, points don't come any bigger than this.
Well, you know, a little too aggressive with that. Had a second serve, deuce. It's all about the moment and how you manage the moment. What you say to yourself before your opponent's fixing to serve. You have to come up with cues or phrases that help you relax, even in a moment such as this.
Deuce.
So the crowd along with the players catching their breath. Very intimate setting here at the CK Sports Center. The crowd right on top of this court. There's a strong play. She got around to bring her forehand into play. And now she's got a set point.
Peschke.
And she had good patience there. And she hit 3 really good forehands. So she waited for the right moment before she went for the winner cross court. Good point.
Yeah, Bondarenko did well, didn't she? She played through the pressure of the moment.
Deuce.
Fights off a set point.
Advantage Bondarenko.
Tried to make the down the line happen.
And sometimes that's what pressure does to you. You think, oh, I've got to go for a really good shot here, instead of forcing yourself to be patient, hit 2, 3, 4 balls cross court, wait for that right opportunity to take the ball down the line.
Well, there's that cross court you were talking about working for her.
Deuce.
Again, I mean, we've both been in these situations, and we know how difficult it is, but that's why you need to practice your mental skills during practice, so that when you get into a match in this situation, you're able to stay calm and able to think clearly.
Moments today when Peschke has produced this kind of tennis, and it's been breathtaking. She's got another set point.
So she was patient,
Advantage
patient,
Peschke.
patient, kept hitting cross court, and waited for the right ball, the short ball. When you get a shorter ball, when you can step into the court, then that's the time to go for the down the line.
Kveta Peschke wins the second set. Puts together her attacking tennis nicely in that last game. And one set to decide which of these two players will reach the final here in Luxembourg.
Own a timeshare or campground member?
Very interesting here. Kveta Peschke and Alona Bondarenko squaring off in this semifinal.
15 love.
And Peschke won a title back in '98, so it's been a long time since she's been in the winner's circle. Bondarenko looking to perhaps reach a final here in Luxembourg for the first time. She's never won a WTA Tour singles title. So you can see why these moments are so valuable for these young women. And a chance to do well at a Tier 2 event. We started the week with 3 players inside the top 10. Here are 2 unseeded players. A chance to reach an important final in this European indoor hardcourt swing. Great way to start off this part of the year.
Absolutely. I always love the indoor season. I love playing on an indoor court like this. The conditions were ideal. Fast court, come to net.
30-15.
So I like what I've seen from Peschke the last 2 games. It looks like she has much more of a plan, that any short ball she gets, she's going to be aggressive with it and come to net. And if she can consistently do that and think in her mind every single point that that's what she wants to do, that's the key for her. It will help her be more consistent with her game plan if she has just 1 or 2 things that she's focusing on.
Of course, Bondarenko has been very solid. Her game plan is fairly simple. She likes to play from the back, mostly cross-court, sometimes down the line. And she's trying to keep it together here as well.
Right. I mean, I think Peschke has more weapons because Peschke, she has that nice little drop shot. She can come into net and volley. So really it's been about, as you say, Bondarenko's just been steady, consistent from the baseline.
Game Peschke.
So good start for Peschke again. Hold serve in the first game of the third set. Well, this was the second to last point of that second set, and Peschke was pressing Bondarenko on the serve, and this is a wonderful finish. So much at stake, and Peschke waiting for the moment to attack. Sets it up with the drop shot and the wonderful stretch volley, and a positive reaction as she takes it to set point, which she won. Some numbers from that second set, and Peschke doing well.
Well, the first service percentage has gone way up. Peschke's on a roll, and the key for her is to keep it up. So, and I talk about intensity and energy. If you think about intensity on a scale from 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest intensity you can have, Peschke's at about a 4 now.
About 30.
3-4 range. So she can keep that intensity, and by intensity I mean 2 things: how hard you hit the ball, but also the energy, or the energy in your chest area, I like to think of it as. Keeping that energy at a certain level during the match, and she has done it really well the last 2 games.
Oh. 15-14.
Well, Well, we haven't seen her press too often, but that forehand, she missed it wide. And this is trouble for Bondarenko.
Game Peschke.
Peschke, again, first strike off the return.
Peschke leads
She's
against
building up
the
some
love.
nice momentum here. 2-love in the third set.
Absolutely. I really like what I'm seeing from her. Good body language. She's taking advantage. And she's doing first strike. Her service percentage is much higher. She's certainly, the momentum is on her side.
Love.
Of course, Peschke is someone after your own heart, Ann, because I know you always played well at the U.S. Open, a women's doubles title there, plus a mixed doubles. Peschke was in the semifinals of the women's and the finals of the mixed. So she had a great week, or 2 weeks, I should say, in New York. Of course, she lost to Martina Navratilova and Bob Bryan in the mixed doubles final, alongside Martin Dahm.
Martina got her 59th Grand Slam title.
Love.
I see the cross courts now. She's hitting many more balls cross court. And now Bondarenko is being pinned back deep, and then she tried to hit that down the line, which of course you can't do on such a deep ball. So I like what Peschke's doing. She's playing more balls cross court, looking to do first strike.
Oh. 30-15.
Well, for a player like Bondarenko, she's lost her serve the last 3 times. She lost the last 5 games. How do you turn things around? How do you feel good about your situation when you're struggling so much?
Well, I think what she has to do is keep her body language positive, keep her intensity up at a 4 level at least, energy-wise, no matter what. And she's got to start playing 1 point at a time to get herself back into this match. Keep the ball cross court.
40-15.
Yeah, and not play shots like that. And I think at the last second she said, well, maybe I'll take this up the line. So you really have to commit to your shot completely and your game plan. So here's Peschke, some points to get to 3-love.
Game Peschke.
Yeah, that's a wonderful finish by Kveta Peschke. 3 games to love here in the third set.
3 games to love.
Hi, I'm Venus Williams.
I'm Andy Roddick.
I'm Breanne Stewart.
I'm Sebastian Grosjean. I'm Jarkko Nieminen. Hi, I'm Joachim Johansson. You're watching the Tennis Channel.
According to the United States Small Business Administration, home-based businesses represent more than 50% of all small businesses. Thousands of people have doubled, tripled, even quadrupled their income, not by working harder and not by working longer hours, but by working smarter, by working from home.
I make as much as $25,000 a month. We didn't have to have, some special training or anything like that.
Our first year in a business, we did $78,000.
No more credit card debt. I paid off my bills, and I'm finally making what I'm really worth.
We'll guide and mentor you to a lucrative opportunity where you can make money right from your own home.
I started making an extra $5,000 a month, just very, very part-time.
I now make $5,000 a month, and it's simple, fun, almost magical.
Go to 16getmoney.com and get started today. And respond now while this is still a free service. Go to 16getmoney.com. That's 16getmoney.com. 16getmoney.com.
This month on Center Court, a young starlet who's turned the tennis world upside down with their trend-setting styles. Center Court featuring Tatiana Golovin this month.
This month on No Strings, a Grand Slam champ trains for a comeback and goes for a test drive. Juan Carlos Ferrero, No Strings, this month.
Alona Bondarenko was up 5-3 in that second set. Peschke has raced, though, ahead. Let's go revisit the keys, Ann, and what has Peschke done well from the keys?
Well, she's dictating play with her forehand, and she's hitting more cross-court. Her experience, I think, is also coming into play now, and anytime she gets to the net, she's winning the point. I mean, she has a really high percentage of points won when she gets to net.
And Bondarenko has lost that momentum she had.
Right, she has. She got off to a good start, of course, at the beginning of the match, and being relaxed and focused, well, I think she's a bit neither of those right now.
Yeah, she's probably a bit frustrated having been just a game away. She served for the match at 5-3 and could never get closer than 15-all. She never won a point after that. So unfortunately unable to get off to a good finish, I should say. And it's Peschke who has some real momentum now. 6 straight games. And this will be a test for the young Bondarenko. How can she respond to this deficit?
Love 15.
Well, let's do or die here for Bondarenko. So she's got to get her intensity level back up and fight hard for every point.
15.
And for a baseliner like Bondarenko, is there something that she needs to think about that's different from what Peschke would be thinking about? Different styles of play here.
Right, they are. And again, Peschke can take that short ball and come into net and be effective at the net. But Bondarenko's strength is more her backcourt play. And I think she's been going a little bit too soon down the line.
Did that ball fall over? I mean, you don't see that too often.
That net must be very loose.
15-30.
That may break her back there.
Yeah, that ball moved about 6 feet across the top of the net. She's not only a fine player, she's obviously a magician as well. 15-30.
Intensity was higher on those shots. She was at least at a 4. I mean, Bondarenko has to keep her intensity at that level every shot.
Yeah, just a little more venom behind those ground strokes. Otherwise, Peschke has been jumping on those short balls. Boy, this is a big point for Bondarenko. 30-all, down love 3.
40-30.
That was well struck.
Game Bondarenko, new balls, please.
As you said, when you make it, you look right. When you miss, you look silly.
But it's been an effective play for Peschke, who has been able to get Bondarenko out of her comfort zone. You know, Bondarenko likes to move left to right. She's not as comfortable moving forward. So it's been an interesting matchup. And when Peschke's gotten the mix right, she's been effective. Whereas Bondarenko a little more responsive today. She doesn't really dictate play. She kind of just plays that baseline style.
Right, and I think that's where Peschke has basically, because she missed so much in the first set and a half, Bondarenko was looking good and strong, but now that Peschke has increased her intensity, is hitting more balls cross court, has more of a game plan that I'm seeing in mind, then Bondarenko's not as effective.
Love 15.
That was a good point, good play. She just went for a little bit too much. But it was a good intensity from both players on that point.
15-13.
Okay, now Peschke's been winning points by going cross court. So on that, she tried to go up the line on a ball down the middle. It's not the right choice of shot. It's too difficult. So she really needs to stick with what got her here, hitting cross court, waiting for her opportunity.
15-14.
Pressing a little. This is where, you know, as I said, we've been there and we know that feeling, but this is where Peschke needs to really calm down and be patient. Be patient.
Game, Bondarenko.
Well, Peschke surrenders her serve. She's up 3-2, though, third set.
A day at the races, Del Mar, California, $600. A birthday party with a few close friends, Miami, Florida, $1,500. Personal tour of a Las Vegas hotel suite, $2,800. An afternoon at the zoo, Moscow, Russia, $4,500. Cost of traveling the world with open access? Priceless. Open access, only on the Tennis Channel. Get schedule info at thetennischannel.com.
My neighbor drove all over town to find the best deal on a cell phone. I just logged on to Let's Talk. They make it easy to compare plans from all major carriers and find cell phone deals that are much cheaper than retail.
Like the hot Motorola Razr with Bluetooth technology, a $319 value, yours free after rebate with new singular calling plans.
Let's Talk has the best prices, the best plans, and the most free phones guaranteed.
Log on to 21letstalk.com or call now to order your free Motorola Razr. Let's Talk, the smart way to shop for cell phones. So log on or call now.
I can still go to college.
It's the Army.
I'm going to be part of something that's important. And it's the reserve, so they'll train me around here until they need me.
Good training?
It's the Army.
Call 1-800-984-ARMY now for a free DVD to learn about strengthening yourself and your community as a citizen and soldier in the U.S. Army Reserve. You'll also get a free sports watch. Stand ready in the Army Reserve.
Two unseeded players playing off in the semifinals here in Luxembourg, the Fortis Championships. Here's a look at Alona Bondarenko, her rise in the rankings, and some wonderful strides she has made, and certainly making some noise that she's a player to watch.
Absolutely. Although she's young, she's experienced. I mean, she's been on the tour for 7 years. This is her best year so far, and we can see that because she's certainly a strong baseline player.
She's willing to put the ball into play, which is proof that you don't have to hit winners to make strides in this game.
Love 15.
Of course, having said that, when she does get the short ball, she has enough behind the ball to take advantage.
All right, so I was talking about intensity and how hard you're swinging at the ball. That was about a 2 or 3, and she dumped it in the net. So she wants to keep a 4.
Love 30.
She slowed that swing down a little bit too. So that's why I like to have my players think about intensity level and how fast they're swinging at the ball.
Love 40.
Frustrating moments for Bondarenko.
Peschke's converted a little over half her break points, and a lot of those were in the first set, and she wasn't able to do it. So let's see if she can put the hammer down here.
$15-14.
I was talking about. When she has enough time, she can produce winners like that.
13-14.
A couple of chunky monkeys. the higher bouncing ball, and she hit that perfectly.
Game, Peschke.
And Peschke has a breakthrough. Yeah, Bondarenko really
Peschke
scrambling
leads
to
for
try
game
and stay
2.
in that point, but the pressure was too much.
Well, Peschke is really striking the ball well. Again, 4 and 5 balls. Cross court, pulling Bondarenko further and further outside the court.
Nice combination there. Interesting to note that there are 17 Russians in the top 100. Well, there are 2 players here from breakaway republics, Czech Republic and, of course, the Ukraine, once a former part of the Russian Empire. There are 5 Czech players in the top 100, 4 Ukrainians in the top 100. I mean, this part of the world is producing some real players.
Eastern Europe, definitely. And I like the way
50.
Bondarenko, as you said, took that short ball, hit it aggressively and threatening to come into net.
She's getting it done on the backhand.
30-15.
Why is it that so many Eastern European nations, do you think, are making this move?
Well, I think a lot of it is because they don't have the opportunities that we do in America, and so I think this is their way to work really hard, be really good at a sport, so that then they can earn their way, earn a living.
Whoops, she lost that one. Yeah, Bondarenko is the top-ranked Ukrainian. Peschke is the 4th-ranked Czech player. Of course, Nicole Vadasova, she's at number 10 in the world. Teenager who's done so well.
Game, Peschke.
Well, it's been a winning play for Peschke. And a hold of serve and a 5-2 lead. She just a game away from playing on a Sunday here in Luxembourg.
At eHarmony, you don't search for a match. We bring highly compatible matches to you based on 29 proven dimensions of compatibility. Log on to eHarmony.com and get your compatibility profile, a $50 value, free.
They say 40 is the new 30, and 30 is the new 20. But is your hair loss making you look older than you feel? Then you need Folicare, a leading product that's better and easier than before.
The growth has been incredible. I've regrown my hair at least 2-3 times over in such a short period of time.
Folicare is better because its unique 4-in-1 action targets all the major reasons for hair loss, helping you turn back the age clock.
I started using Folicare, and within less than 6 months, I've seen a tremendous amount of difference.
If you're young and starting to thin, Folicare is for you. If you want a thicker head of hair, Folicare is for you. If you've been losing hair for a long time, Folicare is definitely for you.
You know, I would have never thought at 43 years old that I could have a head of hair better than my 23-year-old son.
I recommend Folicare to all my patients because it works.
Don't let simple hair loss make you look older. Folicare takes years off your appearance, all for as little as $1 a day. For you skeptics, Folicare comes with a full 1-year satisfaction guarantee. Order Folicare today. Like thousands of others, you'll be glad you did.
Call 800-435-1308.
Kveta Peschke, she's the veteran here, 31 years of age, pressing to try and reach the finals here in Luxembourg, up 5-2. Does Bondarenko have a comeback in her? We'll find out.
Love 15.
Well, she needs to hold a serve here, obviously, and that's a tough way to start with the unforced error early in the rally.
And Peschke likes Martina Navratilova because she
Love
plays
30.
so clever. And this is exactly what Peschke's been able to do here today. She mixes it up. She's able to hit the drop shot. She can come in and volley. She has more variety to her game than Bondarenko.
15-30.
Well, she found the winning formula just in time, didn't she? Bondarenko served for the match at 5-3 in the second set. Just couldn't do enough.
Net for serve.
Perhaps the disappointment of having lost that opportunity just a little too much. She hasn't really played as well as she did earlier on.
Intensity from both players there. Bondarenko obviously has to raise her game this game, or this is it.
40-30.
Yeah, you can see how willing she is to go deep in the rally. It's that kind of tennis that took out Mary Pierce in the opening round, Katerina Srabotnik in the second round, Natalie Deschy, 3 players in the top 40. A wonderful run she's had.
Game, Bondarenko.
Well, that's a good game right there. She needed it. And she'll force Kveta Peschke to serve for the match.
By 5-3.
Well, just to remind you, semifinal number 2. Agnieszka Radwanska from Poland taking on Francesca Schiavone. Radwanska, 17-year-old, a real talent, taking on the veteran in Schiavone who has done so much this year.
Schiavone's still looking for that elusive title.
Yeah, she's 7 times a career finalist and never been able to finish in the winner's circle. Perhaps a chance this week. Let's see if it's Peschke. She might play in the final.
It's never over till it's over. So
Love 15.
this is where Peschke has to remind herself to be patient. Most balls cross court, keep her intensity at level 4. Take advantage of any short balls. Bondarenko's raised her game, raised her level.
Love 30.
Yeah, she had a wonderful forehand down the line on the run. Yeah, I was just thinking that same thing because she's made an error on that play a number of times, but able to squeeze it in down the line. 15-30. Well, it was a good defensive lob, but you feel that Peschke could have done better.
15-14.
Right, it was like her feet got stuck to the court, and again, that's nerves and misjudging the ball visually, so she just had to slap at it.
30-40.
There, she kind of acted like she was going to go in the net, but she wasn't far enough in the court to do that. But it was enough to distract Bondarenko, who tried to go for too much on that shot.
Advantage, Bondarenko.
Never a good time for a double fault.
She needs to slow herself down. She was wanting those balls quickly from the ball boy. That's the time you need to slow it down a little bit.
Juice.
Peschke doing just enough with those two-handed drives.
This is where it's really important to do your rituals. You know, she wipes her face with her head, with her wristband, and bounces the ball. Take your time. Take a deep breath.
Well, she put her forehand to work that time. First inside out and then cross court. And this rhythmic clapping, such a unique part of the European experience. They always seem to introduce that into the matches. Hard appreciation for both players, but obviously the moment is huge, a match point.
Juice.
That's where, again, she went further down the line instead of the cross court. Would have been the better play. Work it up, be patient. But this is what the mental part is all about. Is it's in these situations, sticking with what's working and keeping to your game plan, keeping to the cross court. That's what got her here. It's those nerves that make you want to get the point over with as quickly as you can rather than being patient. She was running the whole point. Bondarenko had her on a string the whole point.
Well, this is her fourth breakpoint chance in this game.
Let's second serve. Game on the
Peschke is broken. Well, both players have failed to close out this match on serve.
Bodog will be the hottest tour in poker. Bodog.net founder and CEO Calvin Ayre knows you have what it takes to be the next World Poker Tour champion. Visit BodogPokerChampionships.net and sign up for your chance to win a free seat on the 5th season of the World Poker Tour. Join the thousands of players at Bodog.net and learn to play the easy way. Enter now at BodogPokerChampionships.net.
I am so tired of overpaying for health insurance.
Wow, I pay a lot less, and that covers me and my family.
If you're self-employed or an individual looking for affordable health insurance for yourself and your family, do what I did. Call the Mega Life and Health Insurance Company for a free quote.
I got individual attention from a licensed Mega agent who helped me tailor a plan to match my needs and was way more than affordable.
I got great coverage at a great rate, and I could choose my own doctor on my own or from the network.
Now get this. You're covered 24/7 whether you're on the job, at home, or anywhere in the world. So, do what I did.
Call the Mega Life and Health Insurance Company for your free quote. You have absolutely no obligation, except the one to yourself, your family, and your business.
Call 800-646-0695 for your Mega Affordable Health Insurance quote. Call 800-646-0695.
Well, we are back even on serve in this third set. Alona Bondarenko has avoided losing this match. Peschke served for it, could not close it out.
Out. Love, 15 love.
Just forcing it down the line a bit.
Is she walking up to check the mark?
And wouldn't she love to have a little technology here today? We don't have the challenge system that we saw at the U.S. Open Series this summer and at the U.S. Open.
Now I'm starting to like that a lot.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I think the players liked it, and certainly in that situation, they'd like to take a chance.
$30 love.
And with 30% of the challenges being correct, I think you're seeing a fair amount of the calls that are wrong being corrected. So it is a useful tool, at least for the players, to get some sense of fairness out there. And you can see how close this is. We saw Peschke get a dramatic net cord winner that rolled about 5 feet across the net before falling over for a winner.
First serve.
Immediate overrule there from the lines person.
$40-15.
Bondarenko able to manage a smile after that passing shot, and she can hardly believe she's still alive.
She shanked the ball. Probably because she was watching Peschke move way right, way too soon, and she saw the whole court open.
Love 15.
Well, troubling signs for Peschke, who had a match point on her serve, but could not close it out, and trying to shake off that disappointment.
Love 30.
Has more force to her shots. And Peschke's probably thinking, I had a match point, which doesn't help things.
Love 14.
Notice she's gone back to hitting the first shot down the line.
Yeah.
Instead of cross court, and then down the line. So
Yeah.
she's reversed what was winning.
Yeah, she's gotten away from what was really doing well for her. And I think once you hit a ball in the court, your confidence grows. So if you suddenly change directions, you're pressing, you can see what happens when you're trying to do too much.
Wow. 15-14.
Bondarenko has a few more chances. She served for the match once before, Bondarenko. That was back in the second set about 45 minutes ago. And we're over the 2-hour mark now. And they're still squaring off.
Wow. 30-40.
Great serve to come up with her, but at this point in the match, down to her backhand.
The break and a chance to serve for the match for a second time.
If any of your joints hurt, please stay tuned for an amazing free offer that just may change your life.
So I got some of this product, started taking it as the directions said, and it's makes me feel 20 years younger.
Galink Power 4 is one of the first formulas to attack sore and tender joints naturally, using 4 unique ingredients formulated into one effective product. That means you are getting 4 proven products in one powerful formula. If you have painful knees or a sore back, painful hips, hurting fingers, aching elbows, a tender neck, basically painful and debilitating joints anywhere in your body, Galink Power 4 will get you results. We guarantee it. We are so confident that Galink Power 4 will work for you, now you can try it for free. That's a full 30-day supply of maximum strength Galink Power 4 absolutely free.
Call 1-800-641-3068 now to order your free 30-day supply of Galink Power 4.
The best view of the game is from our site. TheTennisChannel.com makes your tennis getaway just a click away. Get insider information on the best tennis spots in the world. Our City Guide editors show you the finest places to stay and play. Going beyond the court to cover where to eat, what to do, and how to unwind. Find world-class coaches and camps to step up your game, or just follow your favorite pro to a tournament in a dream destination. It's just not tennis without the net. TheTennisChannel.com.
The Fortis Championships on the Tennis Channel is brought to you in part by Sun-Made Natural California Raisins. Nothing but grapes and sunshine. The Fortis Championships here in Luxembourg. Alona Bondarenko, after 2 hours, will serve for the match here at 6-5. Moments ago, it was Peschke, who had a match point on her own serve, but Bondarenko has turned things around nicely.
how she slowed her hand down on that to about a 2-3 intensity? That's where you've got to keep that hand moving at a 4 intensity. Good play. So now,
15.
the previous 2 or 3 games that she's lost, she changed from her winning game plan, started going down the line. Now this game, she started off both returns cross court, and she's put herself in a much better position to win the first point, although she didn't, but the second point as well. Never change a winning game plan, absolutely, and you have to be aware of what you're doing that's helping you win so that you can continue to do it.
30,
So
15.
going for that shot down the line on a wide serve, it looked like she was trying to go for just way too much. I mean, this is where she's got to force herself to mentally be patient, stay in there, and tell herself where she's going to hit it. I used to do that before I would return serve. I said, okay, if I get a forehand, I'm going to go cross court. Or if I get a backhand, I'm going to chip it down the line and come in. Have a game plan.
Lost control of that forehand.
Bondarenko can believe her luck. If you look at her face.
Couple of match points for Bondarenko.
Forty, 13.
Saves 2 match points.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Advantage, Bondarenko.
Just got away from her. It didn't look like she swung full good swing at it. She slowed it down just a little bit.
So here's match point number 3. Finish for Bondarenko. A come-from-behind win, and she takes out Kveta Peschke. So Bondarenko will play for the championship here in Luxembourg.
Well, Peschke had an opportunity there, being up 3-0 in the third set. Sticking with the game plan of hitting a lot of balls cross court, waiting for a short ball, taking it down the line and coming to net. And then she changes. We don't, it's a mental thing where you stop doing what's working for you, and that's what causes people to lose when they're ahead 3-0.
Well, coming up next on the Tennis Channel, the second semifinal from the Fortis Championships, Agnieszka Radwanska taking on Francesca Schiavone. For Ann Smith, I'm Lee Shiras. Stay with us on the Tennis Channel. More coming up.
I can still go to college.